High expectation for this one. Conor versus Robbie. Conor Kennedy has his dad and brother in his corner, unsure who Robbie has in his. Nice shot downstairs from Conor Kennedy early.
Robbie attempting to come forward while Conor on the back foot here. Conor seems to have the length advantage, so straight punches should be his friend here.
Robbie in the all-purple outfit, Conor Kennedy in the white and blue. Good head movement from Conor Kennedy, who calls himself Mr. Handsome. But again, dirtying it up here in Music City.
Certainly, and the experience is on display here from Kennedy early, as you said. His head movement on point as he's carefully coming forward.
Robbie clinching up, giving up a lot of real estate here against Conor Kennedy.
Conor Kennedy here, more relaxed, more composed. He looks like he's done it before.
So far for Robbie in round number one, it's been a lot of clinching, maybe trying to wear on the arms. Beautiful shot from Robbie.
But a big-time shot here from the underdog.
Might be underestimated, but you cannot count him out. Clearly, he's got some good strength and conditioning programs going on.
Clearly. And that was the best shot of the fight thus far there from Alexander.
One-one-two, not there for Mr. Handsome. Robbie retreats.
If you're Mr. Handsome here, I think you need to let the fight come to you. Perhaps come in with a strategy. Come in behind the jab, work the body, vary up the punch selection.
Robbie seems to be relying upon his height to get out of the way of a lot of Conor's offense, which is not really an advised strategy.
That it is not. Definitely not an strategy.
Right hand from Conor Kennedy gets Robbie wobbled.
Yeah, it absolutely rattled him.
Nice jab there from Robbie. Extends and moves around the ring. Another right hand from CK.
That has certainly been his most effective weapon so far.
Good connection, though, from Robbie right there.
Kennedy a bit slow to react to those. Kennedy there attempting to change the angle and come upstairs.
Conor Kennedy now following Robbie, clinching up here. Conor seems to be really trying to make it look good while he's in there, if that makes sense, Zach.
It does make sense, and I would like to see a more varied punch selection. I would like to see him go downstairs to the body as the shorter man with perhaps the more power.
If you're in Robbie's corner ahead of round number two, what are you saying? As we look at a replay of some of his good work.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at some of his work here. Hook there for Kennedy's trouble. And if I was in Robbie's corner, I would tell him to continue working that lead hand and tell him, listen, on paper, this is a very tough fight, but in there, has his performance matched that resume? No, to my opinion. I think he's absolutely alive in this fight. I would advise him on that, and I would tell him to continue to work that lead hand and maybe continue to find a home for that right hook that he landed on that replay.
Another suggestion could be advancing more often, right? Being the fighter that's applying pressure. Robbie's really sitting on the outside, and I think when he's pushing Conor up against the ropes, he's finding the best offense.
I would agree with that as well.
Conor Kennedy again trying to enter the pocket here. Good head movement from the Point Pleasant, New Jersey native. Kennedy doing a lot of talking as he pushes Robbie into the corner.
Kennedy certainly the aggressor here, coming forward, winging shots.
There is obviously polish and experience with Conor Kennedy, but the awkwardness of Robbie seems to be having a lot of success here.
And that can absolutely happen when you're in the ring with an unorthodox opponent. Sometimes those are your toughest fights.
Kennedy whiffing on some big power shots there. Robbie ties up. Jab blocked there from Robbie. He goes back to the well on it.
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If I was advising Kennedy, I would tell him to go downstairs more.
Kennedy has Robbie trapped in the corner here. Tries to intercept with the right hand. Left hook on the exit. Good defense there from Robbie, but he seems to be fading ever so slightly, Zach.
I would agree with that assessment. He does seem to be fading ever so slightly as his technique has really wear down as this round is going on.
The volume is non-existent from Robbie. He's trying to survive as Conor Kennedy looks to take out another victim. Oh! Body work from Conor Kennedy brings Robbie to the canvas.
Not too much landing there, but enough, and the wear and tear of this fight has really worn on Robbie.
Robbie makes it back to his feet, but this is starting to feel like death by 1,000 cuts.
Kennedy here would be wise to go back to the body as Alexander throws a big check hook.
Again, Kennedy brings Robbie to the canvas. A second knockdown, and this one might be it.
It might be it. I like how he worked both hands to the body that time.
Looks like Robbie beats the count. Pretty impressive for him to rise up off the canvas.
Absolutely has heart, but Kennedy looking to finish this fight.
Mr. Handsome stalking his prey here in Nashville. Shaking off all of the offense, and another dig to the midsection gets through.
Absolutely. I think as soon as Mr. Handsome lands a few more of those body shots, we might be looking at an end to this fight.
Robbie turning and twisting. Body optics are not fantastic. Kennedy again brings him down, and that is it.
The liver to the liver is what ends this one.
Body shopping and body